Imagine I expose the premier boxing titan of our era getting pulled straight into the grimiest hip-hop controversy of the decade. What if the alleged GWOAT of boxing, Claressa Shields, wasn't just landing jabs inside the ring, but was reportedly gambling her entire legacy on a hidden romance that has now been completely unmasked? Music. And guess who allegedly ignited the entire fire? None other than Remy Ma herself, armed with proof, fury, and a razor-sharp wit that never seems to miss. Yes, you heard that right. According to circulating leaks, Remy Ma has unveiled explosive claims about Claressa's alleged secret relationship, even calling her a user in connection with Papoose. This isn't just casual gossip. This is being described as a direct missile launched into the heart of the urban entertainment world. And at the center of it all is Papoose, the man long celebrated as hip-hop's symbol of loyalty, the gold standard of devotion. For years, fans believed his relationship with Remy Ma was untouchable, a rare love story that survived prison sentences, fame, and industry chaos. But now, that image is reportedly being shattered. So buckle up, because what started as whispers of a love triangle is now mutating into a full-blown cultural scandal. Music. Tonight, we're breaking down every layer of this chaotic situation. The world of love and hip-hop has always thrived on drama, but this time, the fallout didn't just stay online, it erupted like a heavyweight knockout punch. At the center of this storm stands Claressa Shields, the self-proclaimed GWOAT of boxing, a woman who built her reputation on discipline, dominance, and carefully curated public respect. But according to Remy Ma, that entire image might be nothing more than smoke and mirrors. Behind the training videos, championship interviews, and motivational posts, Claressa is allegedly being tied to a hidden romance that turned Papoose's legendary loyalty into a public spectacle. And Papoose, the man fans once called the king of fidelity, has now been dragged into a narrative filled with betrayal, manipulation, and emotional chaos. For years, his relationship with Remy Ma was portrayed as unbreakable. They survived prison time, career setbacks, and public scrutiny. Their love was marketed as a rare success story in hip-hop. But now, that narrative is being questioned. Because Remy Ma isn't just hinting anymore, she's allegedly exposing everything. Music. Reports suggest that Remy Ma has directly accused Claressa of being involved with Papoose in a way that goes beyond innocent contact. In the most extreme claims, she is said to have labeled Claressa as someone who allegedly used Papoose for attention, influence, and personal gain. If true, that completely flips the public image of everyone involved. Claressa Shields, a decorated athlete known for discipline and structure, is now being placed in a storyline filled with secrecy and alleged deception. And Papoose, the man once seen as untouchable in his loyalty, is suddenly at the center of a scandal he never publicly acknowledged. Music. Social media exploded immediately. Fans were divided. Some were shocked, refusing to believe Claressa could be involved in something like this. Others said the signs were always there: late-night posts, vague captions, unexplained interactions, and strange moments in interviews that suddenly look suspicious in hindsight. But as always, the internet does what it does best. It builds narratives faster than facts can catch up. According to the unfolding claims, Remy Ma didn't stop at accusations. She allegedly released screenshots and messages that appear to suggest a deeper connection between Claressa and Papoose. These alleged messages paint a picture of secret conversations, emotional tension, and behind-the-scenes exchanges that fans are now dissecting frame by frame. However, the authenticity of these leaks remains unverified. Still, in today's digital world, proof doesn't always need confirmation to go viral. Perception often becomes reality, and once the story hit the timeline, it spread like wildfire. A new rumor then surfaced claiming Claressa may have viewed the situation strategically, seeing Papoose not as a romantic partner, but as an influential figure connected to fame, status, and media reach. That claim, whether true or not, intensified the backlash dramatically. Suddenly, the narrative wasn't just about a possible affair, it was about manipulation, ambition, and emotional exploitation. And in that version of the story, nobody looks good. Online reactions were immediate and brutal. Clips of Papoose praising loyalty were turned into memes. Old interviews were replayed with sarcastic edits. Claressa's motivational content was reframed under suspicion. Entire comment sections turned into courtroom-style debates where everyone acted as judge, jury, and executioner. Hashtags started trending, dragging every name into chaos. But what made things worse was the silence. Because neither Claressa nor Papoose publicly confirmed or denied the core allegations in detail. And in internet culture, silence is never neutral. It's interpreted as guilt, shock, or strategy. As the situation escalated, more alleged details began circulating. Some sources claimed Claressa tried to control the damage privately, reaching out behind the scenes to calm tensions. Others suggested Papoose was completely withdrawn, refusing to engage publicly while the narrative spiraled out of control. Meanwhile, Remy Ma's posts became sharper, more direct, and more emotionally charged. One alleged quote circulating online read like a warning: "Truth always comes out." Another suggested she was done staying quiet. Whether symbolic or intentional, her words kept the fire burning. Then came another wave of alleged leaks, audio clips and voice messages said to involve private conversations. In these clips, a voice believed by some to be Claressa's appears to mock accusations and dismiss concerns. Again, none of this has been verified, but the internet rarely waits for verification. Once something sounds believable, it spreads as fact. And this situation was already emotionally charged enough to fuel mass speculation. Industry insiders reportedly began reacting as well. Some brands allegedly paused collaborations. Others reconsidered upcoming promotional campaigns involving Claressa due to the controversy surrounding her image. In professional sports and sponsorship culture, perception is everything. And controversy, even unproven, can become expensive very quickly. Papoose's silence became the most talked about element in the entire situation. Fans expected a response. A statement. A denial. Something. But instead, there was nothing. And that silence only added fuel to the speculation. Some interpreted it as heartbreak. Others saw it as strategy. A few believed it meant he was preparing something far bigger behind the scenes. But regardless of interpretation, one thing was clear: his silence had weight. As the story grew, Claressa's public image began shifting rapidly. Where she was once viewed as disciplined, focused, and untouchable, she was now being discussed in a completely different light. One shaped by rumors, allegations, and social media narratives. Even unrelated achievements started getting overshadowed by the controversy. That's how fast public perception can change. Meanwhile, Remy Ma was being praised by some online communities for exposing the truth, while others accused her of escalating drama without solid proof. She became both a whistleblower and a villain depending on who was watching. And that duality only made the situation more viral. As days passed, the situation continued evolving. New alleged screenshots appeared. New theories surfaced. Old clips were reanalyzed under a suspicious lens. The internet didn't just consume the story, it rebuilt it every hour. At some point, truth and fiction stopped being separate categories and became blended into one massive entertainment cycle. But beneath all the noise, a deeper question started emerging. What if none of this is as simple as it looks? What if this isn't just betrayal or exposure, but a complex mix of misunderstandings, selective leaks, emotional reactions, and online exaggeration? Because in modern scandals, the loudest version of a story is rarely the most accurate one. Still, the damage, real or perceived, was already done. Reputations were being questioned. Relationships were being analyzed. Careers were being discussed as if they were already changed forever. And in the middle of it all, three names kept circulating again and again: Claressa Shields, Papoose, and Remy Ma. Each one now tied to a narrative far bigger than themselves. As the situation continues unfolding, fans remain divided. Some believe Remy Ma exposed a hidden truth that needed to come out. Others believe this is an exaggerated storyline built on speculation and internet amplification. Some defend Claressa completely, others question her silence. And Papoose remains the most mysterious figure of all, present in the story, but absent in response. And so the question remains: was this a real exposure of hidden betrayal, or just another viral storm fueled by fragments of truth and layers of speculation? Because in the end, scandals like this don't survive on facts alone. They survive on attention. And attention, once unleashed, rarely goes back into silence. Music. So now it's in your hands. Do you believe this is a real exposure backed by truth? Or just another carefully amplified controversy where perception became reality before facts could catch up? And more importantly, when everyone eventually speaks, will the truth finally settle the noise, or create an even bigger storm? Because this story, without a doubt, is far from over.